Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Bavarian and this is of course Crusader Kings 3. We are back here with our slow, fairly unedited, you know, I do edit out the weak spots, basically where nothing is happening, but we are here in this playthrough towards the end of the year just to relax, maybe to talk a bit shop, you know, both behind the scenes but also in CK3 and for CK3. And today we're here with the Bishop's Claim. On the left, of course, that is us, Morven, the, well, I would like to say lion, but we are known as the Wanderer of Leon. And then on the right we have Elfwin Knutling. He is the grandson of the legendary Knut the Great, who was, if you may know about this, the King of Denmark and England, meaning that he now has a claim on both England and Denmark himself. Now, we may be able to push this, we may be able to make something of this. We wouldn't be doing it because we like him so much, quite frankly. We don't like this bishop at all. He's Anglo-Saxon, he came in here, he's a representative of the clergy, and quite frankly, we don't have a good track record with the clergy. Now, we're going to do our best, maybe to put him on the throne and then try to leverage that. Possibly even breaking this betrothal. I mean, this is a decent betrothal, don't get me wrong here, but maybe we can make more out of this. Either way, we will jump into this. And you know what? Let's just start out by hosting a feast and see whether we can, you know, relax a bit. We are somewhat stressed out and I would like to just have a good time. A cheery gathering. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches in the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. You love to see it. I may even still actually go on a pilgrimage, if only to, you know, sort of get rid of the bad reputation that I have with the church. You know, hey, feigning piety is better than not having it at all. A laudable effort. As the feast is underway and our guests are eating and drinking merrily, Edouard approaches Adelindis and me at the great table. This is a marvelous feast. All my compliments to the hosts. Right. I do like my wife a lot. I've done a great job, haven't I? Would I say this? I am ambitious. I see it as I called the feast, right? Didn't I call the feast? I think I might just take the glory here. Adelindis, my apologies. I already like you enough, but hey, this is my glory. This feast, in which I didn't organize anything, is definitely my glory. Let's take a look at this real quick. Of course, we're going to go with Court of Shadows because we are going for twice schemed here. Becoming the ideal schemer sounds absolutely perfect for this character. Disaster strikes. My lord, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel. It has gone bad. It has all gone bad. The feast is still raging, but without drinking, the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel pace, and we just can't afford actually spending more money on it. So yeah, everybody pitch in. Thank you for 15 bucks. I appreciate that. Yeah, listen, if you host a party, you better have enough wine. Ooh, the dilemma. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my aloof suffragan bishop Elfwin. He inquires about my opinion on theological treatises, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. A subject that fascinates me as well. I mean, is it? I don't think it is. I could not care less, or I'm more interested in you. You know what? I'm not interested in him at all, and I don't think we are a person that goes through the manipulation and their scheming by basically appealing to others. I think that I will fake, you know, having an interest in the topic itself rather than an interest in him, and I will use this as a stepping stone to now actually save up money and go on a pilgrimage. I do think it makes sense now that we have this context right here. We had a conversation with him, and maybe this motivates us to get more blessings, to get more, you know, a friendly opinion from the church. So yeah, you know what? It definitely, yeah, so exciting. What a topic. As my guests depart, with everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my wife Adelindis to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. Oh, and the guest's opinion increases. Oh, and that was actually, she was a part of the guests, I guess. There you go. So we are barely neutral, or we were almost neutral, and we are at 1.2k prestige. To actually declare this war for Denmark, we would need 1.5k. Maybe we will do it quite soon, actually, yeah. We'll see. And I think we're soon going to see a heresy outbreak. Now, what we have here as well, actually, is we have a mod that makes the faith strength, the further, no matter what, pivot towards 50%. If you're over 50, you get this lassitude modifier that makes it so that the fervor goes down. If you are underneath 50, like we are right now, we're very weak, you will get this expansive rectification modifier. I like this because in vanilla, every faith at all times is basically at 100%. I don't think that is how it should be. Ooh, and I think Islam, I think Wagadu may have been, oh, they're not even Muslim, actually, my mistake. Okay, this is just the the wasteland coloring in. But yeah, no, I was thinking, I am very interested to see how Islam actually spreads down here in Sub-Saharan Africa. We are also playing with a mod that makes it so that you can declare war to convert somebody. And I have seen this being done quite aggressively, you know, when it comes to the Vidalists, when it comes to the Slovianskan. But I would like to see this actually in Sub-Saharan Africa. Maybe that needs like a slight nerf, just so that it can be used less often. By the way, can we just talk about this great unification of the principalities over here? Quite interesting. Gwynedd is very strong. Maybe they can be a nice counterbalance to England itself. They are allied to Miesche, but that's not going to help you when William comes knocking. And oh my god, we actually... I explicitly stated, right, that we weren't doing it for this purpose, but we did actually become friends, and to be fair, he's just as terrible a person as we are, I reckon. But yeah, no, we are friends now. Elfwin, Knutling, and us, we are friends now. And now I have a real purpose to push him onto the throne of Denmark. I think we can surely get that done. I'm just worried about this ally. But remember, we also have 2 allies at the very least. I will probably go into negative prestige, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I could declare war against, yeah, King William. Why don't you do that? Oh my god. These suggestions sometimes. Now, you know, I was just thinking about what can I do with his free time until we can go on a pilgrimage, until we can declare war. And I thought about Conan. Conan, we have had a troubled relationship, right? We have tortured him. He is incestuous, of course, just because we spread these rumors. This poor guy, he didn't do anything. It's us that did everything. And I'm thinking maybe the time is over. Maybe the time is just right for Conan to finally be gone as a whole. His child is only 10. Should be easy to control, right? Should be easy to take care of. Alternatively... Wait, why aren't you the heir? You are... Oh, you are merely a bastard. I am thinking I might be able to get a... You know what? I'm not going to kill him just yet. We're going to fabricate a hook. And then I'm going to become the teacher of Sultian here. Maybe we can gain some leverage there. I also definitely want to sway this good fella right here, our other ally. Hopefully making it so that he is more likely to come to our aid. Now that I think about it, he probably won't even come to our aid, will he? Because he has a minus 100 opinion. I wonder how that happened. But yeah, he might not heed our call to war against Denmark, which would put all of this into doubt. Oh, and our wife is pregnant yet again. I hope that it is another son, quite frankly. Having another son would be more than adequate. Of course, we already have an heir, but hey, the further we go, the more the line is protected, the better. Lots of salted butter. Some local nobles from holdings in Brittany have gifted me a large amount of salted butter. It is considered an esteemed item there. Not to mention, it is quite delicious too. Thank you very much. Eating lots of bread and salted butter. Look at that. Health, small boost. Thank you. I appreciate that. Apparently, in Brittany, salted butter was quite famous in this period. The incompetent merchant. While shopping in a local fair, I realized that one of the merchants isn't selling a lot of merchandise. After observing him for a while, I realized he's absolutely terrible at advertising his wares, and it's so frustrating to watch him that I can't help but openly criticize him for this. Oh yeah, we are just that petty. How are you not a starving beggar already? You better improve at this, or I'll buy your products for you. No, we're not doing that. I have some suggestions. No. I am insulting this fella. Why are you not a starving beggar just yet? And there we go. We have another son. Hamon, he appears to be spindly. Well, that ain't good. Hamon, I hope that you can survive. Because right now, this does seem rather negative. Now, let's talk about this hook. I have started a series of vicious rumors against Conan. None of them are true, and someone should decry them as the obvious lies they are. What better way for that someone to have Conan in their debt? You know what? I think that's a great idea, actually. Yeah, absolutely. I will get this weak hook, and then we're going to go ahead and ask you... We could arrange a marriage as well, my god. We could arrange a marriage, actually. Now, we do have a claim on him now, but it's not viable currently to arrange a marriage or to offer a guardianship. He still is negative about it, so I'm just gonna wait here. I do have some plans, but we will see what we will actually and properly do with the hook that we just gained, not the claim. And I did break this betrothal. We're definitely not going to have this marriage to Guthanok. Yeah, indeed, I don't think that is a good idea. A warrior wounded in training. Giamak has been wounded, and actually has been maimed. Jesus, he's dying. Yeah, he is not going to be with us. Wow. And you're a family member, actually. You are my... Yeah, this is my cousin twice removed, right? Oh, well. If you survive, you know what? Let me just see. Can I get a court physician here real quick? I would love a court physician, even if it costs me a little... Oh, nope. Well, I mean, both of them now failed to impress me. My cousin twice removed has died from his internal injuries. Oh, and look at that. The pinned character here. So, the King of France is now attacking the Holy Roman Empire in the war. For this county here, Vaucouleurs. I assume he's doing it because the Holy Roman Empire is currently experiencing what is a major rebellion here. This is a liberty war. Let's take a look. These are 5,000 against 6,000 troops. They may lose this. Interesting. And I think this also means that his ally is busy, which is honestly even better for us. And there we go. We have another perk, prepared for anything. I mean, this one is just really good. That way we are incredibly safe. Now, I will tell you, you know, CK3, of course, as I play it here, I haven't done Let's Plays in the classical sense in a while. The reason for that, of course, you know, being rooted in the fact at some point, it's not really the game that I get tired of, but it's the fact that when I start a series, I know that I have a certain goal. If you don't have a goal, then, you know, you will either have a series that is endless, that is sort of, doesn't have any particular chapters, you know, any challenges that come along the way, and I personally don't enjoy that, or you will have something like Steinwallen. If you are German, then you may know of him, who is currently on episode 210, I think, and that is amazing, don't get me wrong here, that he can push it that far without any main goals, right? Like, he can totally do that, but I don't think that the audience on this channel is really something that enjoys it. I think Steinwallen has a very, very specific set of audience, and more power to him, more power to them, you know, to every watcher there. But that is why I haven't done a series in a long time. I myself get bored of these very goal-oriented playthroughs, and the other alternative, the non-goal-oriented playthroughs, like we're doing it right now, isn't really an option as a main content on the channel. I'm very happy with the mod reviews. I think there's a lot going on there. I haven't reviewed, and I brought this up earlier as well, I haven't reviewed any of the smaller mods in ages, the reason of course being that compatibility currently is a complete nightmare. Hopefully that is going to change next year. I hope that that is a big step up, and I have been working on and off. I've scrapped this project so often and then tried to redo it. I have been working on historical content, right? On content that is basically about the exploration of the world that is represented in CK3, what is represented well, what isn't represented well, how things worked, why things worked this way, why, for example, Salah ad-Din was so set on getting Ascalon under his control, right? That sort of stuff is something that I have been exploring, and I intend to finally push that out starting next year, right? So when it comes to content, I've been quite happy. I'm more than happy, I will tell you outright, with the community. I think we have a beautiful community here around this channel. When we did the Victoria 3 videos, when the crackpot theory right became true, right? When all of a sudden it turned out to be more or less correct, the community conversation on the channel here was insane, and I really mean that. Go check out the video, the video related to the concept of War Devdar in Victoria 3, and read the comments. We have legit novels in there, and I love it. Please, you know, that was some of the best content that I've read in the comments, no doubt, because you were in a situation where I was able to learn about viewpoints that otherwise I wouldn't have, you know, where maybe I never considered it because it's just not my point of view. There was so much good conversation, and I don't think this is a normal thing. I think other communities couldn't have had something like that. I really enjoyed that, and I hope that this community will keep this nature and will keep this adequate conversation level, right, in the upcoming year as well. Seriously, that is one of the biggest things of why I do content and why I enjoy doing content so much, because we're looking at a community that I can engage with, where I don't need to be embarrassed. I said this before, but if I ever wake up and I look at my community and I go, what the hell am I looking at? I'm gonna shut it all down. Anyway, let's take a look at this. A little experimentation. A long evening of state business with Ezio has slowly degenerated into both of us being deep in our cups, slurringly swapping saucy stories. I've just finished my retelling of a tale involving a bandit's well-loved tree stump when I see an untoward gleam in my companion's eye. Thoughts of blackmail race unbidden to my mind. Perhaps Ezio is actually a little keener on this subject than he knows? Wait a minute. I know a few stories like that. So we are bisexual. We could become a deviant here. He could become a deviant here. That is quite enough for now. Thank you. We could form a... I'm not a deviant, am I? How am I able to make him a... I mean, I murdered somebody. That is pretty devious. But I'm not a deviant, right? How did this occur? I know a few other stories like that, sure. I'll make you a deviant, and I guess I now have blackmail material. Damn. Wow. This character is so rude. He actually is in one of the most, you know, in the situations where everybody is incredibly disarmed. You know, you're drunk, you're just having a good evening, and he's like, I'm gonna remember this, and I'm gonna bring that up again. Jesus Christ, Morven. That goes a bit too far even for me. He didn't do anything. Ezio's a good guy. He just hangs out at our court. He didn't do anything. Hidden knowledge. Maintaining a spy network across the realm on behalf of Conan has its perk. I frequently discover things I'm not even looking for. Evidence of Hoel's secret, for example. Oh, yes, a murder secret. Who did he kill? I will not share it with Conan. Absolutely not. That's fine. He can believe that I'm hiding something from him. He murdered Alan de Cornet. Who the hell is this? He used to have claims. He is now perished, and he used to be this. He killed his own son during a hunting accident. My god, I should reveal this. But then again, if I blackmail you, isn't that a strong hook? That is a strong hook. I will be blackmailing you, my friend. You already hate me, and I just need your confirmation that you will join my wars. This is ideal. The fact that we found this there is definitely something that I love. You know what? We're going to be going on a pilgrimage, and afterwards I'm certain we will declare war against Denmark. I think this will push us into negative prestige if we declare the war and then call people in, because the prestige cost of the alliances will do that, but I think we are onto something here, and we can help out our friend. I mean, honestly, morally, we are all over the place. Morven doesn't have morals. Morven does things that make him powerful. Frankly, I don't even think he's doing this for his family. I'm pretty sure he's just doing it because, I don't know, he's that sort of character, right? I think he's just that sort of character. And putting a friend on the throne is the only morally correct thing that he himself considers to ever have done on purpose. So I think I'm gonna do that even if it puts my prestige negative or into the negatives. Now, let's go on a proper pilgrimage. Santiago, now that actually would be kind of neat. And Kent is also possible, but I don't think... You know what, let's do Santiago. Let's do something that doesn't put us into a position where we might get kidnapped by, you know, any of these nerds over here. I would like to see how the people in the south are faring. I mean, they are holding against the Muslims right here. The Reconquista appears to be going quite well. Let's do Santiago, certainly. As I prepare for my journey, I know that I will travel safely under the protection of God. When I go with the Lord, my realm must wait, however long I may be gone. And of course, bandits would catch on to us. I wake to the noise of chaos in camp, but it only takes me a few moments to realize what is happening. We are under attack. Bandits are swarming our tents and wagons while our guards do what they can to resist. Where is my sword? I'm not bad. I have decent prowess. Where's my sword? I will drive these dogs away. Absolutely. And let's go. We actually did it. I'm an aspiring blade master. I am an all-around talent, I feel like. Pilgrimage. The arrival. I'm finally here. Is there a pilgrimage symbol here? Yeah, there is. You love to see it. As the bishop offers me blessings, I reflect on everything that has happened so far, and for God to bring me here at this moment in time. I have walked the holy path. I certainly have. We're known for our dedication to the faith, yet the Pope is refusing to give us anything here in terms of money. Can I seek indulgences, my friends? Ask for gold, actually, I mean. Yeah, he's very much unwilling. Base reluctance, and yeah, his opinion of me is low. Why do you dislike me so? What have you heard of me? Okay, I'm a sinner. Alright, you're compassionate. Alright, yeah, okay. I'm literally the opposite of the Pope. Could say I'm the Antichrist, but I think that's a different topic. Alright, and I think the pivotal part of this episode now, the most important part, is about to happen, but I need a bit more prestige first of all. And I also think that coming back from the pilgrimage, you know, we're just taking part in some activities, because that's what life as a noble is all about. Let's just call a hunt. Let's enjoy the time that we have in Brittany before we need to go to Denmark. You would think it a creature from myth, perhaps a god disguised in animal form. It was the largest stag I have ever seen. Even after the beast was wounded, the chase lasted half a day. It is still an imposing sight, lying dead before me. Ezio is just as awestruck. I've never seen such a thing, my lord. Its head will look beautiful in my great hall. Oh, that is pretty neat. It shall be a trophy for my daughter. Why not? I think Ezio deserves the credit for this. Nope. Definitely not. You know what? Yeah, put it up in my hall in the future in Royal Court. I might be able to actually put it up there, you know, as an artifact. I can't wait for the Royal Court. My god, it's been so long. And we return home reinvigorated. Now, I did notice that we have Konungr Bjorn Svensson on the throne. He has more troops than we, or than us. And I will definitely go negative in prestige, but I will have to call in... Wait, do I have a hook on you? I don't have a hook on you, right? No, I don't. Okay, okay. Why does it... Hook available? What is meant by this? Use a hook? Some sort of bug? But I'm gonna use the hook, I guess, for the Kingdom of Denmark, sure. You used up your weak hook on Conan. Oh! I know what it is. So he is at absolute authority. And he is going down. I actually looked at this. He's going down towards tier 2. But he's going down bit by bit per month. And maybe that should be faster now that I think about it. Like how fast it goes down. That could be interesting. But you need to have a hook to declare war. That is what is going on here. I get it. So I was allowed to declare war here. And now I would like to call in the stronger of our friends. Well, I mean... Oh, he just... I don't even need a hook or anything. He's just like, alright, let's do it. Alright, let's go in, boys. Let's do it. This will indeed cost me prestige here. You know what? Let's call them all in. We do not play it dangerously. We play it very safe, okay? Now let's go. I will command these armies myself because that's just how ballsy I am. And apparently I can't do that. Oh, I'm in an activity. Here we go. There we are. Alright, and so I am now commanding it myself here. We are on the way. And I'm actually, I can't even afford this, but you know what? We're going to wait for our friends and then we're going to move on together. Let's just head over to Denmark right now. I hope they don't wipe me while my friends aren't with me yet. But they're already going. So I think we will arrive at roughly the same time. Twice schemed. You just love to see that. My god. That is so good. Let's fabricate a hook. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? We have one negative scheme now on them. And then I would like to have another scheme on him. They are here. They are waiting for us, indeed. Let's land in Helsingora. Oh, and he's coming for me. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I really need these reinforcements here. If you leave me to die here, none of this was worth it. But I think they will be arriving in time. But my god, the boat penalty here is not doing us any service here. But yeah, look at that. My first battle. The Battle of the Barony of Helsingora. Cutting through enemies with ease. I find myself picturing my foes like demons. The unclean that I must smite with holy power. Is this just my imagination? Is it just adrenaline or fear or some kind of combination of the two? Either way, it feels real to me. Maybe I'm being shown to these demons as a message from the heavens, telling me to use my divine will as a means to strike the enemy down. I continue fighting, invigorated with holy strength as I thunder towards Thorglis. The thing is that we are actually fighting Catholics. So it is kind of weird, but interestingly enough, I have killed one of the, actual claimants to Denmark. And let me just check this. How are you related to the king? Oh, you're brothers. Well, you were brothers. You're dead now. Alright, now to siege. I am truly a good commander. And we're playing with this mod, right? That makes us capture people and they are in our armies. Are you important? Not really, I don't think so. We don't have the money or the time to carry you around with us. I'm hanging you where we are. And there we have it. The siege is won. We captured Guthfredita of Portsmouth. Not really important to us, is she? The siege itself is won. Gives us 28 bucks. Wow, that is rather significant. And I think we'll just move on. We'll fight your vassals. It doesn't matter to me. We can definitely win that as well. Get some more experience in as a soldier, as, a commander, I should say. The Battle of the Therap of Odinstre. There he is, shouts a voice from over my shoulder. It's good to take Morven, says someone else from another direction. Where are they coming from, I think to myself, whilst continuously fighting off more and more foes. After a prolonged period of combat, my nearby soldiers desperately try to protect me, but as their numbers dwindle, they begin to take hits from the larger quantity of enemies. As the last of my personal guard falls dead on the floor, I look up to see myself surrounded and separated by a short distance from the rest of my army. They have me 10-1. Oh no. I'm gonna fight here. I lived. Oh my god. As the enemies converge on my position, I raise my blade, prepared to fight. One swings at me wildly, allowing me to parry and get a hit in, whilst another brings their sword slashing into my back. Yelling in pain and anger, I turn and use all of my force to smash my sword through the attacker's torso, cutting off an arm in one swing. As a few of the other attackers move towards me, I slash my blade wildly at them, making a gash in the chest of one who in turn falls backwards and knocks another of the foes into their sword, which plunges into their chest. Amazed, I continue to strike at the attackers, somehow managing to slay each and every one of them. Heavily wounded, I stagger away from the scene of the fight. Heavily wounded, but alive. We will remember this. This is a defining moment. I think we have just become much more, you know, brave, albeit maybe reluctant to put ourselves out there, you know, without any good guard. So that means we will probably recruit more knights. After retreating from immediate combat to assess my situation, I notice the damage my body has received. Whilst it is not absolutely lethal, it is certainly something to be concerned about. And noticing my concern, my fighter, Courant Monok, hurries over, convinced he has enough training in the medical field to give me emergency attention amidst the battle. You're not qualified for this, or do what you can. 40%, I gain the trait severely injured. We're already severely injured, so that's fine. Yeah, okay, sure. Successful battlefield treatment. Very, very nice. Oh, and another fighter has sort of, you know, put himself out there. There he is, look at that. Gralon Pensek. He is a really good fighter. Wow, that is a great addition. And yeah, I will definitely get a weak hook on Conan. Absolutely. Let's do that. Did we capture anybody? We did. Borghild. Very interesting. She is the daughter of the king. That should help us, both in this war, but also when we're just selling it back, right? And we're already positive, of course, in prestige because of these battles. 21 fame, 14 prestige. We are gaining good stuff here. And you want to arrange a marriage. You are betrothed. Yes, so absolutely. Arrange this marriage. You know how it is. Love it. And Anohuguel has grown up. She's a holy warrior. She is a brilliant strategist. Holy moly. Our wife brought her up. How did she do that? A brilliant strategist. You are kidding, right? We will possibly marry her to the King of Denmark. Well, to the future King of Denmark. But we'll see about that after this war is won. And there we have it. The war is now won. This is the end. And we have a new Danish king. Now, my friend. Elfwin Haraldsson. Let me ask you. Are you willing to marry my daughter? I don't think he is. Yeah, he is willing to marry her normally. And frankly, I think I'll take it. He has barely any troops. Jesus, I don't know how long he will last, but certainly, I would like to have a marriage into the house in Denmark, even if it, you know, doesn't give me the benefit. It does give me some renown, and it makes it so that we are strengthened. Not everything is inheritance and house-wise. You know, sometimes you just need to go ahead and have strong allies. And I mean, he isn't a strong ally, but he could be. And my daughter, my beloved daughter, at the end of the day, you have to consider this as well. You're not just marrying her off to marry her off for the alliance. This also guarantees her a good life as long as he remains the King of Denmark, because she is now a queen, powerful and all that. I'm not certain though, so he definitely isn't a threat here. Svend is a child. Svend the Frank. Yeah, I think that could be an issue. I do hope that he soon recovers his troop strength, because this is just god-awful. Typhus! Oh my god. Yeah, send for a physician. I will hire one. Adelindis! You have to live. We like a wife. You know how it is. Oh, do I also? No, I'm just severely injured. Well. And she mistreated me immediately. Well, this traitor deserves to die. Now, I don't know how wife will fare. She is dying. She has typhus, but I think that is something for the next video. Right now, Elfwin Haraldsson is doing incredibly poorly. We may have to save him should he face a rebellion, although I'm not actually certain that we can save him. Just look at these troop numbers. Jesus Christ. My god. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna try to do our best to protect the new King of Denmark, but it might be impossible. At least our daughter must be saved. That is the one thing that I do demand. And yeah, this is where we will leave it right here. He is now allied to Matilda of Tuscany. How is that? How are you actually allied? Is that a negotiated one? No, it is a marriage between Jaffrey Map Allen de Rennes. So he is the courtier. And Beatrix Wiegeriche. She is the mother of Matilda. What an odd marriage. What a very odd marriage. But we made something happen in this episode. In the next episode, I'm sure that we will push even further as Morven the Wanderer. I'll see you then. For the moment, later, alligator.